Are you having a hard time with the brutal difficulty in the Mirny mode? Well, I finished it multiple times and I want to share with you some of my secrets. From not being able to finish the third wave, imagine that you can be like this. And now they will come two like this and one from here. Yeah. And now they will come 3 from the top, 3 lines, and 2 lines from down here. Look. See? Wave. Look. There will be 2 here and 1 from down like this. And the second one is gonna be far corner right. Just watch. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, and top right. There we go. It's exactly what I wrote here. It's exactly the same. It was exactly the same. So the scenario, it's not different per spawn, it's different per whole freaking battle. Yes, you heard that right. The waves are not being respawned randomly on the map each battle. In fact, there are multiple full battle scenarios, and what's random is which scenario you will get. We're gonna talk about that a bit later in the video, but right now let's focus on easier and I consider a bit more important things that you should know. Of course, first question, which are the best tanks for this mode? Well, I will go with TDs with good DPM and armor, like Grom, Turtle, XM, but the 66F, TS5. If you don't have premium tanks, it's all good. You can play the Tech Trikilana, it's amazing. In my opinion, the best composition is 3 big hitters and 2 fast ones. For example, 3 Groms and 2 Turtles. Group heal, stealth health, fast reload is the best combo for the abilities. Both health abilities can fix fire and tracks. Use the group 1 to save teammates if it's needed. Stealth health is good because sometimes you might find yourself surrounded by enemies and they all target you. It's a great ability, especially for Grom, because it lasts for 10 seconds, so use it right after firing. During the video, you can see which position we are usually playing, the left, down, right corner. In my opinion, that's the best one because it's also a hold down position, but keep in mind, sometimes during the battle, you might need to push and then regroup in that same spot. Of course, communicating with your teammates, it's really important. We weren't doing that, I was just talking on my stream, but this just proves the point that you can finish it even like this. If you have a set of, let's call them rules, prepared beforehand with your teammates. Of course, the fast shooting tanks should focus the low HP targets. Try to ping enemy tanks so everybody knows who to focus next. If it's possible, try to delay killing the enemies and try to get them as low as possible first. See this white line on top? When enemies die, the bar decreases. When enough enemies die, another wave will spawn. Try to use this trick where you have the second part of a wave to keep the last tank alive, just so you can win more time to get the Miriam. Don't go alone, don't be out in the open. All the time use cover, teammates can help you and you can help them. Make sure you look around you to see who is low HP and maybe you can save them. Help your teammates if fast tanks are just driving around them, because with tanks like Turtle, it's kind of hard to rotate your tank. That's why I suggest you put, even on Grom, any other TDs with no turret, the improved rotation mechanism equipment. But even with that equipment, you are still gonna turn slow, and sometimes you will see how tanks are just circling you and it's so hard to catch them. Stay away from those Italian heavies that suck HP around them. Imagine that with 5 tanks around that heavy, he can suck up to 750 HP, so spread out. If it's possible, aim for fuel tanks, which is usually on the back of the tanks. Now let's focus a bit on the strategy for the last two waves, which are really difficult, right? If you get a scenario where enemies will spawn close to you, kill them fast. If they spawn far away, go through the city and reposition and try to kill the first wave as fast as possible. Everyone should use the reload ability in this stage to kill enemies as fast as possible. I'll repeat again, as fast as possible. Trust me, this can save your teammate's life or even yours, okay? Before wave 5, save as much medium as you can. Do not use the reload ability before the stages 4-5 unless necessary. The most ideal is to start stage 5 with 150 medium. From wave number 4, you will start getting the trapper. He is that annoying dude that's doing the circles on the ground. I recommend focusing that tank from the start, just so you can play free after that without focusing on all of the annoying circles on the ground that he's doing. And of course, focus the other tank that's setting you on fire. Of course, that fire is not that bad. It's 200 or 200 and something, but still it can be annoying because sometimes they can do fire after fire after fire and kill you. Talking about the trapper circles, when they start, try to not stay really close to your allies, because you can get circle on top of another circle, so you are getting out of your circle but you are in someone else's circle and you still get the damage, and it's really annoying. Make sure when that happens to also look around to not block other people that are trying to get out of the circles. And of course, going forward is better than reversing because of the speed. Also, if you are using the stealth health, you won't get targeted by the trapper circle. Another trick, let's call it like that I discovered is that if you sit next to the E50Ms, which are in the last wave, they won't be able to shoot you. They don't have the gun depression. I also keep on seeing on streams and videos people playing these buggy positions where the enemies can't see them or shoot them. Okay, that might work for the first two difficulties to farm your kills for the mission, but if you want to finish the brutal mode, you just can't do it by playing like that. You can't collect medium, the trapper will still put the circles on you, you have the big exploding balls that will still hit you. So just don't do it if you really want to finish brutal. Your teammates need you, and playing like that, it's not a win in any way. Now let's talk about a bit of the randomness of the spawns, battles, enemies, and stuff like that. What I noticed is that there are multiple battle scenarios, and I made a list with all of them. I'm gonna attach in the description a link where you can see all of the battle scenarios with all of the waves and everything. I'm also gonna make a text channel on my Discord. Anytime you wanna see, you can even go on the link or join my Discord. On Discord, I can update in case I found more. So far, I have 12 scenarios. But you can also notice a repetitive pattern, I would say. In most of the cases, the second round of a wave is usually on the opposite side of the map. Of course, not in all of them, but usually it's like that. That can also help you knowing how to relocate yourself based on the first round of a wave. There might be 12 scenarios, but what I noticed is that there are 3, 4 which are really repetitive. And another thing that I noticed is that the scenarios are not balanced. Some of them are easy, some of them are harder. The battle that you are seeing right now is a battle with the scenario number 4, which is one of the hardest scenarios. So yeah, it also depends on how lucky you and your teammates are with the scenario that you are getting. If you find a scenario that's missing from my list, please let me know so I can add it there. Well, I'm really bad at explaining stuff. I hope I did a decent job. If not, feel free to ask me more things in the comments. I am really happy to answer to them. If I remember something else, I will definitely add it in the comment section. Sorry, but my brain is just a storm right now with all of the ideas, and I'm struggling to not forget anything. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hoped it helped you. If you know someone that's struggling with this mode, go and play with them, help them, or send them this video. Other than that, yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.